I was very shy, and as I got into the studio, people would think I was either angry or a bodyguard because I was so quiet.
You're so aloof.
Yeah, I was.
You
he
had
was
the Prince mystery.
that guy that never speaks. But
the monk.
if you
the
got
monk
to know
silence.
me, if you got to know me, I made you laugh. You
Yeah.
know, I made you think.
Think. Mm-hmm.
And once I started to do some speaking engagements for some of the software companies or hardware companies, then some of the audience or spectators would come up to me, and a couple of times they would cry. They would be crying, men and women. I was blown away. They would say, "Wherever you speak," or things like that, "I want to come see you." And I just decided, okay, who did they see? Who were they looking at that I don't know? Because obviously they were looking at something that I didn't see in myself. So I started to look back at some of these seminars, and then I said to myself, I want to be that person. I want to be that person. But how do I be that person all the time? How do I be that person? So when I started to see these movies after that, like The Nutty Professor, where he had to take the potion to become who he really thought he wanted to be, or let's say the Star Wars or something like that, right? The Force. You always have it, it's just that you don't believe. The master is telling you you have it. You just have to believe in this force. And of course, it takes them to be near death to start to use it and believe. So for me, I guess it took enough of these seminars or speaking engagements to start to believe. And I liked being that person than the shy, non-speaking, person. And I just found myself being more comfortable at that and being able to turn that on quicker. So, it made me understand seeing Michael, because when I saw Michael, when he come into the rehearsals, he would be the Michael Jackson we all saw. Hi, how are you? It's so beautiful to see you. What's going on? Okay, today I want to do Beat It and Billie Jean. He'd be like, oh man, that's Michael Jackson right there. And then once the music starts, he'd turn into Michael Jackson, this other person. It didn't matter whether it was 30, 40 people in the room or thousands.
Right.
And I would wonder, how did he just turn that on like that? But it's always there. It's that yin yang side, So I wanted to stay on this side of it more. You know what I mean? And I find myself living life more, living life better now. And helping people more, because I find myself feeling as though if I'm talking to you today, I'm here to talk to you today. So sometimes I might talk to you like a friend. Sometimes I might talk to you like a brother. I hope I never have to talk to you like your daddy, but I will if it means it helps you. You know what I mean? Because I feel like life has me here to speak to you, you know what I mean, today, or to talk to someone. So I kind of live by that now, and it makes it easier, and people will come up and say, hey man, if you hadn't said that to me, I don't know what would have happened. And people on the site will say that. If you hadn't posted that today, I don't know what I would have done. And then, it's, again, back to those confirmations that I'm on a path to do certain things, that I'm supposed to do certain things. Yeah.
I love that confirmation. And so with every confirmation, do you get another belt, another martial arts belt on a new color? You get a new color.
The new perspective of color in life, yeah.
Well, I think it was Tony Robbins said that to feel joy in life, humans need to feel that there's progress. They need to feel some kind of progress. Maybe that's what's behind that need to achieve.
Mine, it's to feel like I've done something with the day. Now, of course, they say youth is wasted on the young, so I wish I had thought about this when I was younger. But I literally have a journal now. I used to think that was girly. But I have a journal now, and I'll have certain places on the page. What did I do today? What did I share? Or what did I learn? And an empty page drives me crazy. You know what I mean? But an empty page actually represents a day of your life. So how many days of your life do you have empty pages where you just existed? Where you just walked this earth and thought, the lottery is just going to come to you, or things were going to change without you doing anything. How many empty pages do you have in your life? So, I'm trying to have as few as possible, especially looking at it now, having it staring me in the face when I get up, you know what I mean? Or at the end of the night, you know, looking at that journal. What can I put in it? If I don't have anything to put in it,
Well,
I
hopefully
gotta stay
today
awake
you,
and learn
yeah.
something. Yeah.
Hopefully today you'll have a great entry because, you know, just this conversation between us has impacted me, and if it goes no more than that, then you've accomplished a lot. But you know, hopefully it'll be reaching thousands of people too. So
Well, that's what
we'll
I'm hoping
see
to.
what the
But if it just reaches a handful, if it just reaches one, then it's all worth it.
absolutely. So where do you go from here? Is there?
Just being able to live life, you know what I mean? To be able to really enjoy life is what I'm searching for, to do some projects, to do some music that I know moves people enough to where I can do the things I want to do, really do in life. You know, and sometimes really doing the things in life doesn't mean for me, you know, whether it's for organizations or giving back to schools or you know, helping kids, anything, you know, but to do the things I want to do, you know, to give to the people that I want to give to.
That's a beautiful thought. I see that for you.
Well, thank you.
Well, thank you for taking the time today. It was really an honor.
Oh, shucks.